if it please your majesty, issue a decree that they are to be put to death.
Oh man, hey, they did it this time and one something. Like they need to be put to death. But we can't do it like straight swords and guns and shit. We gonna do it more cunning through a damn magazine. But if Jake was in there right mind, hold up, according to our law, we ain't supposed to make no cutting. But Jake don't know, so a lot of Jakes is in the spirit around. They bugged out. They were deceived.
If you do this, I promise to put 375 tons of silver into the royal treasury.
Yeah, it's crazy. That's the same way these devils moving. Like, hold up, we gonna finance, we gonna put the money in it, just kill these niggas. That's it. That's all I want. Kill them. So they'll put all the fucking, hey, no money for the goddamn economy to come back, for you to goddamn pave the roads, but you got all the money to kill Israel. They got all the money in the world for that. Huh? Goddamn missiles aiming at the sun, all type of stuff they got. But yet, for you to bring back this nation, to give everybody some fucking money to be okay, land and shit, you can't do that. But killing us, you have all the money in the world for that. Go ahead, huh?
The king took off his ring, which was used to stamp official proclamations, and gave it to Haman to seal the decree that was to be written against the Jews.
Oh man, the same enemy is Amalek. Haman was Amalekite. And then the Lord said he's going to have war with Amalek from generation to generation. And we always come out on top. What a remnant does. Even though he might get the majority of our people, he never gets all Israel like he wants. I just wipe them out. If I wipe them out, I can get the birthright. That, but you can never.
How can they defeat us when we've already won?
We've already won. Hey, and then we scatter among all people. And they can't tell who's who.
Exactly.
Hey,
that's why they want to chip everybody so they can control the whole board.
Yeah.
It's not going to happen like that. That's right. It's not written.
The king told him, keep the money and do whatever you want with that race of people.
Do whatever you want. And he didn't know what race of people it was because he didn't know that Hadassah's people is that people. His woman is white, right? But he's soon going to find out. But the same thing Esau doesn't know, like, bro, you were told by our power to do the things you're doing, but unbeknownst to you, Lord, it's going to save us. He doesn't think that. He's a carnal asshole.
So on the 13th day of the first month, Haman called the king's secretaries and dictated a proclamation to be translated into every language in the empire and to be sent to all the rulers and governors.
Are they not doing that with this new mandate in all goddamn languages? They ain't got it. Don't let them in. Don't give them no food. They can't move. They can't travel. All languages.
It was issued in the name of King Xerxes to send to all the 127 provinces.
And that's why people be like, just do it. It's from the FDA and shit. They approve fucking eggs.
They about to approve it shit.
Yeah. But that's what they saying in this time. Oh, well, it is FDA. Like,
they keep saying it's free. It's free. Why don't you get it? It's free.
It's not free.
But a report came out that they're making $1,000 per second with 65,000 a minute, 93.5 million per day from the jabs. Straight up.
They're racking it up. I'm just racking it in.
Hey, and they're doing that at such a high rate that now they're talking about how the blue crab blood that they've been extracting.
Oh,
blue crab, that
going extinct.
Yeah, that particular crab is going extinct now. That's how high of a rate they're making these.
Hey, didn't Yahweh Shemashah say that? He said if he didn't shorten the days, no flesh. What the fuck did the damn horseshoe crab do and shit? He about to die.
Hey, and what is
trying to clean the ocean?
So yeah, hey, that's a good point you brought up because what do crabs do? They clean the ocean. So let's say this place was to go on for another 100 years, bro. The ocean will be through.
Right.
Yeah.
Be no life.
Yeah.
Damn.
It says, continuing, which stretched from India to Ethiopia. Runners took this proclamation to every province of the empire. It contained the instructions that on a single day in the 12th month, the month of Adar, all Jews were to be killed and their belongings confiscated.
Man, it's gonna get to a point just like that. Jake's trouble.
Yep.
Everybody gonna have it out like you know, he gonna be rolling like, woo! Forever, Bird. They gonna be hunting Jake down. You can find him, bring him hot, cold, whatever. Hey, it's gonna be a scary time. You know, if you darker than a brown paper bag, you hunted. You gonna be hunted down. That's why it mentioned when the enemy shall come in like a flood, then the Lord is gonna lift up a standard against this demon.
Warlike energy.
Warlike energy. That's right, King. Well,
This is a copy of the decree. King Xerxes the Great sends the following decree to the governors of his 127 provinces.
man, and then you got all these Christians, so to speak, vocab and these other people. They gonna be taking a lot of you Christians to these camps.
Yep.
They said still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord really are people. You be like, oh, wait a minute, I got 2 jabs, I'm a Christian. But they gonna be like, exactly who we was looking for. This is the decree by the king. You through. We gotta take you out. You are treasonous. You're terrorist. You're a terrorist. Order 66 for real. Like, damn. You are half for treason. You gotta be put to death. And that's when Jay gonna tell them everything they did for this place, and they still gonna get killed. Damn, imagine that.
King Alfred.
Jake's mind. The King Alfred.
It says
1984. Yeah.
from India to Ethiopia and to their subordinate officials.
Man.
After I became ruler of many nations and master of the whole world, I resolved that my subjects should always live at peace. I wanted this.
And that's crazy how this is what Xerxes wanted. Esau talked the same way, smooth as hell. The sword is fucking behind his back to take your ass out. He's like, man, I just want peace. He really don't want peace. There can never be peace. Cannot be peace, like you mentioned earlier, to the wicked. There is no peace, saith our God, to the wicked.
Sword.
Until the wicked is laid down, then there is peace. Yeah.
I wanted this not because of pride in my power, but because I was always reasonable and governed my subjects with kindness.
Hey.
For I am calm.
For I am God. I only demand that you heal. That's it. Hey, but what did he ask for? He asked for earth and water. Hey, can a brother look that up? The meaning of earth and water. Go ahead.
I determined to renew the peace that everyone longs for and to do what...
Hey, doesn't everybody long for the peace? They want things to return. Go ahead.
It says, I determined to renew the peace that everyone longs for and to do what was necessary to create a civilized kingdom.
Yeah, but that's only prophesied to happen under the Israelites.
That's right.
So I'm saying the whole creation groans for the manifestation. Yeah, man.
Yep. And the reason that kingdom flourished like it did is because of justice.
That's right. Like everything.
Like everything.
It says, safe for travel from one border to another.
Hey, they talking about that right now. Safe travel. But hey, in order for you to travel, you gotta have that. You know,
that thing.
that thing. Yeah.
It's a meaning of
Go ahead.
It says the demand for earth and water symbolized that those surrendering to Persians gave up all their rights over their land and every product of the land. The phase earth and water, even in modern Greek, symbolizes unconditional subordination to a conqueror.
To a conqueror. They coming in that same spirit. They coming in the spirit of Nebuchadnezzar. Bow to this image. When you see the music play, or you be cast this moment into a furnace of fire. We know what our forefathers did. Like, hell no. You gonna bow? Nah. You gonna bow? Hey, when it play, shit, you gonna be there.
Because you gotta keep in mind that these Edomites, the Greeks, the Romans, they're just copycats. They just copy every other empire before them.
Man, that's it.
I asked my advisors how to accomplish this goal, and Haman made a suggestion.
Hey, so to all the other advisors, like, no, you know, but Haman is fucking demon himself. Hey, the ugly ass Fauci, the nigga got the perfect idea. This demon, he always has an idea. Like, I know. Kill Gates, I know. If we can do it to this degree, then we can knock down the population. I think 50 deaths.
Yeah.
To their own death. So this is how liberty dies with thunderous clouds. That's what it is.
Yeah, and that dude Fauci, his answer is always, vaccine rates need to improve, and we need to get booster shots in those arms.
His name, Fauci's name means sickle.
Sickle, man. He gonna take your ass out. Yeah.
Continuing, it says, he is distinguished among us as a man of great wisdom.
Hey, they think this clown Fauci and his people is their esteemed great.
You don't know shit.
You don't know a damn thing. Mordecai knew it.
And at all times he has demonstrated his concern for the welfare of the kingdom.
That's the devil right now. He's concerned and he just loves all people and shit now. After he conquered fucking everybody and put their ass down. Go ahead,
Because of his unfailing loyalty, he has been raised to the second highest position in the empire.
No, and when you really look at it, I forget where it is that he wanted to transition the empire of the Persians and Medes to the Greeks, to Macedon. Towards the end.
Last chapter.
Oh, Khan, if you can find it, I'll try to bring it out, because that's this man's goal. Ain't no NWO for all people. It's an NWO under this team. That's what he wants. He's like, well, okay, it is going to be a new world order. What's going to be under me? That's what he wants. There will be that, but you got to get under him. That's what he wants. Well,
Recently, Haman told us about a certain unruly people
that's all they talk about. Unruly? What? Who is it?
scattered among all the other peoples of the empire.
Is that any other people that was scattered amongst other people? No, it's our people. You get it in Deuteronomy 28. You know, the curses that's going to fall on this people.
He explained to us that these people have their own laws,
Hey,
are opposed to every other nation, and constantly ignore royal commands.
they constantly ignore that shit. Fuck that we can't shit, man. It's not ain't what it's doing for me. That's Jake's spirit. Even though they wicked as hell, they're still rebellious as hell. They ain't gonna listen to no fucking body.
Hey, that reminds me of when I was in high school. You know, they used to put out weird decrees in high school, like you can't wear a hood. You know,
a particular hat.
Yeah, Jake used to do that shit anyway.
That's Jake, man. That's Jake, man. God, he in the dean office. That's his 19th time and shit in one day. In the damn office. Goddamn, this is your 19th time in my office. Yeah, for real. So, you know?
As a result of their attitude, we are not able to establish the kind of unified government.
As a result of their attitude. Now this one, Jake actually knew what the fuck time it was. But imagine Jake now, they just lawless, brute fucking animals, beasts. And then they're trying to link the men that's actually standing for something. They're terrorists. They're insurgents. Trying to link us to fucking Islam and all this other shit.
That just goes to show they reaching, man. Because they know they don't have nothing on us.
Yeah.
You know, they got all our pictures in the fucking the offices and the precincts and all. Man, who cares, man? Y'all know that we really innocent. You know, and how about Shema Shah's gonna protect us in that day, man?
Right. They did it during the time of the Romans, where they that demon who was it Nero burned half of Rome down, blamed it on Jake, Israel, that believed in the Messiah. That led to the wars of the Jews against the Romans, and it led to the destruction of the temple. But that's what Esau wants to do again. He's like, I gotta make it right. So when we do move on him, everybody's behind us justified. Go ahead, you got it.
This is the editions of Esther, chapter 16, again at verse 10. It says, for Ammon, a Macedonian, the son of Amadatha, being indeed a stranger from the Persian blood, and far distant from our goodness, and as a stranger received of us, has so far forth obtained the favor that we showed toward every nation, as that he was called our father, and was continually honored of all men, as the next person unto the king. But he, not bearing his great dignity, because he was a wicked nigga,
He's wicked. He had an ulterior motive.
went about to deprive us of our kingdom and life,
Hey, that's what this man is doing. But now he has the power. Damn. Go ahead.
It says, verse 13, having by manifold and cunning deceits
Cunning deceits.
sought of us the destruction, as well of Mordecai, or Mardochus, Greek way to say it, who saved our life and continually procured our good, as also of blameless Esther, partaker of our kingdom with their whole nation. For by these means he thought, finding us destitute of friends, to have translated the kingdom of the Persians to the Macedonians.
To the Macedonians, to the Greeks, to Edom. That's what he wanted to do the whole time. That's what Amalek wanted. They want world domination. That's what they want. Is that it, King?
I can continue, but that's
Oh, go ahead.
verse 15. It says, but we find that the Jews, whom this wicked wretch hath delivered to utter destruction, are no evildoers.
There are no evildoers. They could, yeah, come on, like, hey, y'all, you love us, man. They love you. They really do. But what they fear in Jacob is Jacob turn to their power. They love it, damn Jay-Z nigga and shit. He making these clowns money. But what they fear is a Jake that knows who he is. Oh, shit. They know. Like Mordecai, who the fuck is this dude to bow down to? Right. Wait, huh?
It says, are no evildoers, but live by most just laws.
Hey, we're law-abiding citizens. Just like Paul was a Roman citizen. He wasn't a Roman, he was an Israelite with Roman citizenship. He used it for when he needed it. But other than that, he was cursing Jake out in Rome. What the fuck y'all doing? Go ahead, huh?
It says, and that they be children of the Most High and most mighty living power.
The most mighty living power. We're the children. See, they knew that. We ain't.
It's like in Deuteronomy 4 and 6 when the other nations observed us and said, man, these are the most
Wise and
great,
understanding.
righteous people. Yeah.
Go ahead, huh?
It says, who have ordered the kingdom both unto us and to our progenitors in the most excellent manner.
Ooh. Hey, that's funny how they stand up for us now. Like, man, how the fuck y'all doing Judah and shit out there, man? Y'all killing them. Hey, they putting sanctions on fucking battle. Like, y'all niggas need to stop. Yeah. Same thing, like, they like, y'all like these people out. We good. They know, see, the heathens know. Even though they join up with Edom, all right, we with you. But they, in the back of their mind, like, what are we doing? This is not right, it's wrong. That's why the heathen's still gonna be in our kingdom after that 1,000. They gonna get their lands back eventually, but they gonna be under us. Esau ugly ass is gonna be fucking wiped out. Extinct.
That's right.
Verse 17, it says, wherefore ye shall do well not to put in execution the letters sent unto you by Ammon, the son of Amadatha. For he that was the worker of these things is hanged at the gates of Susa with all his family.
Hey, that's the spirit. That's the spirit because certain people like, fuck that, you don't need a man. You don't need a man. Like they still, like the brother walked up in there like, hold up, we up in this place. Yeah, you good. See, because they know it's bullshit.
Right.
And they like the fucking, the nigga behind it, his ass is on trial right
Fuck
now.
these dugouts, man.
Yeah.
So like, not only that, they feel the pinch because they losing money off of that shit, man.
And it's fucking them up in the long run, like, damn, really it's only good for E in the end. For them, it's like, damn, we, shit,
Right.
we might die and shit.
Right.
Oh, damn. Put it up.
It says, Yahweh, Rashim Yahushai, who ruleth all things,
Man,
speedily rendering vengeance to him according to his deserts.
desserts.
Deserts.
Yeah. That's it. That's it. So the Lord's going to render unto this devil, this demon, according to his own self. This is gonna, it's a just dessert, you know? It's what you deserve. Devil. It is written. It is done. We have already won, like the brother says. We have already won. Now, hey, can a brother get real quick Romans 3 and 3? Because most people are like, y'all crazy, y'all can't be telling me that that's how it's going to end. Then how is it going to end? You tell me. You tell us how it's going to end. Because everybody else think this world is going to go on. They think 2022 going to be their year. Yeah, it's going to be your year to leave And in whatever fashion the Lord sees fit.
This is Romans 3:3. It says, "For what if some did not believe?
Man.
Shall their unbelief make the faith of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai without effect? Woo. God forbid. Yea, let the Most High be true, but every man a liar."
Hey,
As
so
it
the
is-
Most High is true. And all you men out there are liars. Vocab to you other guys. Ouchie. You lying through your damn teeth, devil. But you do it so well because
As it is written, that thou mightest be justified in thy sayings and mightest overcome when thou art judged.
Yeah, so we're overcoming when they try to judge us. Hold up. Wait, hold up. According to your court system, you put your hand on the Bible. Well, let's go into it. It's like, hold on. How dare you come against them who want to keep the way of the Jews? Like, there'd be a damn animal kind of small head up in there fighting for you and shit.
Hey, just like with the apostles through the Spirit.
Yeah. So, hey, freedom of religion, right? Freedom of speech, freedom of assembly. Is that it? Oh, get that, bring that out about Claudius.
This is Claudius. It's about Jews in Rome. And it says a question: why did Claudius prohibit Roman Jews from meeting in the synagogues in 41 CE? It says the answer is we know for the ancient Rome historians, Cassius Dio, which means God, that the Emperor Claudius reigned 41 through 51 CE, ordered the Jews not to hold meetings in Rome around 41 CE. Claudius Dio, 60.66. And yet Claudius does not explicit reveal why Claudius would prohibit Roman Jews from meeting in the synagogues. If we look at Claudius' letters to the Alexandria, to letters to Alexandria, we see carried out would entice his wrath upon them. For example, he warns them not to allocate for more privileges than they formerly possess, and not in,
if I could say, which they probably didn't have much privileges to begin with.
Yeah.
So, you know, Jake is a very needy people. You know, just like now how they out marching for more rights and Black Lives Matter and all that. Just imagine back then. All right, he was basically telling them, shut the fuck up. You be happy with what you got.
Shut down. Yeah.
it says, not to allocate for more privileges than they firmly possessed, and not in future to send out a separate embassy, and it says, and not to bring or admit Jews who come down the river from Egypt.
That's Jay. That's Jay inviting more people in. He just like, man, they just too much. They asking for stuff. They need. There's more
and more Jakes is piling in because a huge colony was in Egypt under the Ptolemy. He took a lot of Jakes down there to Egypt. Even the Lord, the angel told Joseph, rise with the woman and the child and flee into Egypt until Herod the Great dies. And there's a pocket of Jakes in Egypt. And that's where Rome got their grain from, Egypt. So Jake is the workforce, right? Of this modern Rome, this modern Egypt. Jake was the workforce back then. Jake brought things to Rome. You know? So them coming in, it's like, all right, that's cool shit. There's more for us and shit. But then Jake became a nuisance and a problem because the Messiah was on the scene. They were speaking of another king other than Caesar, weak ass, man. Everybody was Caesar, oh. You know, but then we was talking about, hey, y'all Hold up. Go ahead.
It says, continuing on, it says, from Egypt to Syria, or else he will by all means take vengeance on them as fomenters, of which is a general plague infecting the whole world.
He said it's a plague. He said we're a plague fermenting, just growing in the whole world. So how much more with the truth behind it?
That's power.
People was probably like, we haven't seen something like this. We ain't seen a Roman ship like this since the days of Spartacus or whatever. Oh, then they talking about Yahushua. Who is this Yahushua? They want to know more about it. He's like, y'all can't have no meetings and shit, because we know what you're doing. They even said that Paul was a pestilent fellow, making trouble wherever he was at.
And that's comparable to the times we're in now. They're deleting channels and blocking videos, putting algorithms from certain words we can't use,
Kicking brothers off YouTube.
Yeah, that's right. Kicking
Trying
them
to.
off.
Yeah, trying to.